Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love that I got on my first video. I really appreciate it. This is just something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so I just want to say welcome to my music room, or her music room as it's actually called. I just want to just talk about music really, and just talk about the music that I like, what I've been listening to, that kind of thing. So today I just want to go through my top 5 albums mid-year. I think that we've had a very slow start to the year when it comes to music. January and February, I can't really say there was much going on, but as soon as we entered quarantine and obviously everyone's at home and all these artists have got their little home studios or whatever, and they've been doing the most, giving us releases basically every week. Every week there's been like at least a new album or something that I'm trying to like keep up with. So yeah, I just want to go through my top 5 albums. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to just pick 5. I was gonna do 10. It was too hard to find 10 because I didn't have enough, but 5, I probably could have done maybe 7, but I don't want the video to be like mad long. These are in no particular order. They're not like in a ranking or anything like that. They're just the 5 that I feel like I can actually listen to throughout without major skips. So first off, we've got Monty James and his album MANTIC. If you really like R&B, if you're looking for true R&B, then I would definitely recommend this album. His vibe is kind of like Miguel. They use a lot of raw instruments as well in their music, which kind of gives me that Miguel vibe. And they actually do have a song together on the album called Too Much. This is probably one of my favorite songs. I actually first heard Monty James on his song Permission. It's quite an older song as well. Come on, give me that green light. And I don't think he's had like a full project since then, and I think that came out in, I really want to say 2015. I'm not gonna lie, before this album came out I wasn't even really that inclined to listen to him. I don't really follow his music consistently, but I did hear the single with Miguel, and he's also got a single called Plan B with Brandy, and then he's got another single with Masego, and I just thought that I really like all of these artists, so let me just give the album a go. Obviously I did, and it's got a lot of bangers. Last Time is probably one of my favorites. Next up we've got WUNNA by Gunna. WUNNA. I heard WUNNA, the single, obviously before the album dropped, and I just knew that he was not coming to play. Plus the fact that he was meant to be on tour this year before Corona came and ruined everything. So that kind of just showed as well that we're expecting loads of bangers because he's going on tour. So it has to be an album that's worthy of people wanting to buy tickets and stuff. One of his producers is Weezy, another one of his producers is Turbo as well. And Weezy's produced 2 of my favorite songs on the album. That's Met Gala and Nasty Girl / On Camera. I cannot explain to you how good Weezy is. Anytime I hear Weezy, oh God. This album, which I felt like was a really good body of work. I'm not gonna lie, there was definitely a few skippables, but overall I definitely feel like that's feel good music. That's music that I want to just Next up we've got Pioneers by DRB Lasgidi. They are a group composed of Bodge, TZ and Fresh L. This kind of grouping kind of reminds me of, you know, like Disclosure, Rudimental, but they are artists in their own right as well, so they do have songs that have got no features on them. I'm so happy that we've literally got something like this in Nigerian music anyway, because it's just giving me more, it's putting me onto more artists, which I really appreciate. That's something that Disclosure did when they put me onto Sinead Harnett when I listened to Boiling, however many years ago that was. So I really like majority of this album. I think it's a really good body of work because it's actually got a lot of different styles of music in there. You've got Salty, which features Santi and Mason 2500. Santi always tends to use like a faster instrumental, like beats per minute. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I can go running to it. You've got Set It Off, which is a pure DRB Lasgidi. There's no features on it, it's just them 3. And I really like that song as well. And then you've got Trouble by Thames. Oh my my god, this is my favorite song. I didn't even know I needed Afro House in my life like this, but clearly I do. This is my favorite song on the album. Have you been looking for me? Come at me, baby. I can listen to that song over and over. It's a great body of work. Really enjoyed that album. If you're looking to get put onto maybe some lesser known Nigerian artists, then I definitely say that's a good way to do it. But anywho, I digress, moving on. We've got Sync by 169. He actually started off as a producer for Dave, so he's produced on all of Dave's projects, so like Six Paths, Game Over, and Psychodrama. He's obviously got credits on all of those. And the first song that I actually heard him on earlier last year was No Fears. That was a single that he dropped from this album with Wretch 32 on it, which I just fell in love with, regardless of Wretch 32's verse, no offense. But the chorus and everything kind of just set the tone, and it came out obviously in the winter time of last year, which I felt was really fitting. You know, like light a candle type of vibes and whatnot. It's no surprise that he produces all his tracks, you know, he writes all his music, he engineers everything. So he does it all on his own album, which I think is amazing. Like, it's a different level of talent when you can handle everything yourself. One of my favorite songs is Crazy, which features Jazz Caris. You've got the first verse, which is just 169, and then you've got the second verse, which is just Jazz Caris. But they gel so well together. Can't really explain it, but yeah, you've got Millies. The thing that I really like about this song and the album in general is that, first of all, the songs are quite short. So they're not really over maybe like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes even, which I like. It's got a lot of replay value, so he's getting his streams in, good on him. And it's kind of got like a heavy bass to it as well. Like, I don't know how to describe the sound. I don't know if you know what I mean by it's got like a heavy bass, but this is another one of the songs on the album called Slide For Me. By the way, there's not one song on this album that I don't like, so that should tell you something. This album, I can play it, just keep playing it and playing it and playing it. That's how good it is, but anywho.
You know these chucks, they wouldn't lie to me. When 16 he already think he's rich now. He just got the car, he took his trust now. But I don't even have to take the bus now.
Maybe bass isn't the right word, because obviously I know that that's just like a type of guitar. So correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know all the terminologies and them things there yet. Last but not least is the album that's literally got crack cocaine in it. It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. This should be no surprise if we keeping it real. I do feel like she's redeemed herself from Sweet Sexy Savage. The album was entirely too commercial for my liking. Like, when you really listen to it, it's not her style at all. Like, it was definitely for more, obviously, value, replay value, to probably get her name out there. It's true R&B. I genuinely think it has crack in it. My favorite song changes almost every day on the album, but what I can say for sure is one of my favorite songs is Can I with Tory Lanez. I didn't even know I needed a Tory and Kehlani feature or collab, but obviously I did. Didn't really know who else could match her nasty until she approached Tory with this song, and obviously they were able to create something that alludes sex really well. Honorable mention: Serial Lover, Water, Bad News, and Hate the Club. We've got Masego on the saxophone on Hate the Club, which I really enjoyed. It's nice to see that he's been featured as a musician, not just as a singer, because I could talk about Masego all day, might even make a video on him, we'll see. I didn't care for the skits. I don't really see the point of them. I think it takes away from the beautiful work of art that she's given us, but to each their own. But yeah, that's my 5 albums mid-year. Let me know what you guys think. There were so many that I wanted to talk about. We've had Slime and B, we've had Party Mobile, we've had the new Toronto 3, we've had Amusing Her Feelings. It's just kind of filtering through the good and the bad, because there's a lot of music that's coming out, and we are in a time where streams are everything, not necessarily the quality. So it's more of a quantity over quality thing at the moment. So it's kind of just about sifting through and trying to find the best kind of music. That's my top 5 albums. Let me know if you guys are going to listen to them or any of the songs that I've recommended or even played throughout this video. And yeah, thanks for watching yet again. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.